Hey there, and welcome to tip number 3 in our series of Leverage the Science of Happiness to increase performance, productivity, and profitability. If you already have this book, fantastic. These videos are simply intended to complement the book and help you work through the tips. And if you don't have the book and you want it, just go to happinessatworknow.com and you can grab your free copy right there. All right, so today is tip number 3, and this is using your signature strengths in a new way. So if you haven't already watched tip number 2, please do that now, because I cover exactly what character strengths are, exactly what signature strengths are. And just as a very quick recap, signature strengths are our top 3 to 7 character strengths that are truly essential to who we are. They energize us when we use them, and it's effortless for us to use those strengths. And those signature strengths, they truly embody exactly who we are and how we show up in life, because character strengths are about being and doing. And so if you haven't watched tip number 2, go back and watch it. I explain it a little bit in more detail. And you can also take the survey to get your character strengths, which I talk also about in tip number 2. If you haven't done that, go to happinessatworknow.com/survey so that you can discover what your strengths are. Now, so assuming you've taken the survey and you watched tip number 2, so you have a good background on character strengths and what your signature strengths are, the next step in this is to use your signature strengths in a new way. And this is such a simple process, but it is so powerful. So the research has shown over and over again, when people do this particular exercise, many good things happen. So people who use their signature strengths in a new and different way are 18 times more likely to be flourishing in their lives. So if you remember from tip number 2, when you discover your signature strengths, you're 9 times more likely to be flourishing than people who don't know what their strengths are. But when you use your strengths is when it really, the magic starts to happen, because you're 18 times more likely to be flourishing. Not only that, people who use their signature strengths at work, right, in the workplace, they're more productive, they are better performers, they get better evaluation reviews, they tend to earn more money, they're more likely to also consider their work as a calling. Because very often, if you are able to use your signature strengths at work, you have aligned yourself in a career or a job or some kind of business that absolutely allows you to be who you are. And so you see your work as very purposeful and as a calling. And what's really interesting in the research is that when people cannot use their signature strengths at work, when they're prevented from doing that, they actually experience stress. So not knowing what your strengths are, not being able to express them every day, it can actually be harmful to you. So not only are there good positive results from using your signature strengths in a new and different way, but there are also negative consequences if you don't use your signature strengths. So what do we do? How do we use our signature strengths in a new and different way? So there's 2 options on this, actually. Option number 1 is that you can pick one of your signature strengths, just whatever one resonates with you, you feel good about, and use it in a new or different way every day for 1 week. Okay, that's option number 1. Option number 2 is to, for 1 week, pick a signature strength, pick a different one every day, and use it in a new or different way. Okay, so if you have 5 signature strengths, then obviously in a whole week of 7 days, you're going to maybe use one of those a couple of times. But the idea with option 2 is that you have more variety. You're using different signature strengths and you're applying them in new different ways. So you can do it either way. And particularly with the first option, the research has shown over and over again that people who do this really get good results. And of course, if you want the long-term results, you've got to practice it long-term, right? I mean, the people who really see that it helps them in their work and their performance and their productivity, they are really applying their strengths every day. And the reason we ask you to do it for 1 week is just to get you in the swing of things, just to get you used to doing it so that you can then continue on. And most people who do this, they have so much fun. They love it. It's not even hard for them to continue on and keep doing it and get the results in the long term. Okay. So go to, if you haven't taken the survey yet to discover your signature strengths, go there now, happinessatworknow.com/survey. Take the survey, discover your signature strengths. They're the top 3 to 7 on the list. And then think about, okay, how can I use these in new and different ways in this coming week? Okay, see how you feel. I promise you're going to have fun with it. And you may discover that people start responding to you more positively, and you may find that you are more productive, you get more done because you're actually leveraging exactly what is true to you, what is really your authentic core. So have fun with it. This was tip number 3, use your signature strengths in a new and different way. And it's part of our series, Leverage the Science of Happiness to increase your performance, productivity, and profitability. If you want the book, go to happinessatworknow.com. Thanks, and see you in tip number 4.